Air India has now issued a statement which says AI-405 Varanasi Delhi was delayed at Khajuraho due to a snag of engine system which was rectified and not repeated thereafter. Air India firmly clarifies that there was no hydraulic leak before departure from Khajuraho. The flight had an emergency landing at Delhi airport because of a hydraulic leak and all passengers were evacuated safely. Air India is committed to maintaining highest standards in passenger safety and at no point of time was passenger safety compromised. Our flights are operated only after fulfilling all requirements as per procedure. Vishnu Shom joining us at this point for more. Vishnu, Air India of course clarifying that in that lengthy statement, but what more do we know about all this?
Well, what we can tell you is this, that while Air India may have made statements in clarification of what happened yesterday, we have been able to access documents that clearly show that veteran Air India Airbus A320 pilots have had lots of problems with the A320. Now, I need to make it clear which A320s we are talking about. We are talking about the first generation of A320s acquired by Air India. Air India began acquiring the A320s in 1989. This particular aircraft in yesterday's incident was more than 21 years old, but the oldest are in fact even older, more than that, 25, 26-year-old aircraft. So while modern A320s, relatively new A320s are very, very efficient, it's these older ones which have a problem. So this is the first letter that we've actually been able to access. And let me just bring out that letter which we have over here with us that we've been able to access. It says that the classic A320 aircraft, which are 26 years old, one of the oldest in the world, are being operated with repetitive snags, endangering flight safety. The Director General of Civil Aviation should not permit Air India to operate these lethal snag-prone classic aircraft in lieu of passenger safety. This is a letter from the Indian Commercial Pilots Association to the Director General of Civil Aviation. But that's not where it ends over there. We've also been able to access this letter. Now, this is an internal letter which Air India has sent. In fact, it's been sent by the Deputy Continuing Airworthiness Manager on the 14th of March this year. So it's a very, very new letter. And it's been sent to Air India operators across the country, I believe engineering crew as well. And it refers to extended diversion time operations. Now, aviation often gets technical, but that's in the nature of the business. So let me try and simplify what exactly this is about. The oldest Airbus A320s that Air India operates frequently, relatively speaking, compared to other more modern types, have in-flight engine shutdowns. It's a two-engine aircraft. When one engine shuts down, it's not a catastrophic emergency, but the plane has to land. But the rate of in-flight shutdowns of the oldest Airbus A320s is higher than the industry norm, which is why the aviation watchdog has said that these planes cannot be used for extended operations on a single engine. If a single engine goes down, then immediately within 60 minutes, the aircraft needs to land. Therefore, Air India cannot use these oldest A320s, for example, over the oceans where there is no divert airfield which is available within 60 minutes flying time. That's the second letter we've been able to access. And here's a third letter which we've been able to access. And this third letter is a bit of a shocker because it's not new. Air India pilots have had concerns with A320 planes for a problem. And this particular letter refers to the radar system of the aircraft. And the point which has been made from the Indian Commercial Pilots Association, and remember, these people are all A320 pilots, to the General Manager Operations of Air India, is that classic Air India A320s are all equipped with all-weather radars, with CRT displays. These are not modern color displays, which are practically useless when it comes to giving an accurate picture of the weather situation. So imagine this. We have monsoon rainfall in this country. We've got immense cloud build-up during this time, and you've got about 15 vintage Air India A320 pilots aircraft which may be flying through bad weather and not having an accurate weather radar on board. And one more very important point is we have had incidents where passengers and crews have been injured as a result of weather-related incidents en route. So all in all, concerns from Air India pilots on the very oldest A320s that they operate? Well, lots of questions have emerged after yesterday's Air India incident where there was an emergency landing of a Varanasi to Delhi A320, that also one of the oldest A320s. Here's what the Minister of State Civil Aviation, Mahesh Sharma, told my colleague Sandeep Phokal.
Sir, thank you very much for talking to us. One of the passengers, William Dalrymple, noted writer and columnist, he said that at Varanasi itself, passengers were first asked to board the plane, then they were asked to disembark because there was a snag, and then the same aircraft was flown to Delhi. Why did the airline not change the aircraft if there was a fault?
There is no question of taking any chance to the lives of the passengers and of course the crew also. We follow strictly the guidelines of the DGCA as regards the security measure, and actually this was practically not a fire. This was a hydraulic system leak, and after landing of the plane on the ground, where the rim of the plane, the wheels got heated up, oil drops were dropped into that after this oil leakage, and there were certain fumes. In want of that, the pilot declared it as an emergency. Good of him. There is nothing bad in taking extra precautions. So practically this was not any security failure or any safety measures failures in that matter. And so we cannot say that it was boarded. Whenever we get a smallest iota of doubt about anything, we do that exercise of rechecking the plane until unless airworthiness certificate is being given to all the aircraft irrespective of Air India or any other airlines. Whenever an aircraft gets a airworthy certificate, then only they are supposed to fly.